Hi, I'm Mary Beth Spurk, and I'm the women's basketball coach at Moravian College. And today our skill set will be defensive on the ball, and we will get right to it. One of the first things you want to do when you're playing the game on defense is see the ball. So it sounds like a basic skill, but so many times we don't see the ball as the game is being played. So Jess and Allie right now are on defense. They're seeing the ball. So as the offensive player moves, they still want to see the ball. They want to keep their eye on their offensive player and the ball. So if the ball is passed, wherever it's thrown, they see the ball and could get on it. The next thing we want to do is make sure you're going to be up the line, on the line. And what that means is wherever the ball is and your offensive player, you want to be in line with the ball and your offensive player. So as your offensive player moves, you want to be in the line of the ball, and you see both Jess and Allie are moving and seeing the ball. And to add on to that, you want to use your outside hand when you're playing defense. So your outside hand in this case is the hand closer to the ball. Right now, both Jess and Allie using their right hand, outside hand. So as the offensive player moves, you're using your outside hand, the ball is passed, we're able to get the steal. So let's combine and see what we did today. You must see the ball. They're in a good defensive position, knees bent, and as the offensive player is moving, they're able to see the ball, line of the ball, and using their outside hand. That's our skill session for today. I'm Mary Beth Spurk, Moravian College women's basketball coach. Hi, I'm Mary Beth Spurk, and I'm the women's basketball coach at Moravian College. And today our skill set will be offensive moves on the pass and learning how to use our correct pivot foot. So the basic drill we're going to start with is just passing the ball back and forth, catching the ball with two hands, and stepping in with your correct pivot foot. So we have all right-hand shooters here, so they should be using their left foot as their pivot foot at all times. So it's just a basic drill. They're catching it with two hands. They're able to rip the ball and be in a good offensive position to score, to pass, or to dribble. All right? Now, as we move along, what we're going to do is we'll start with two lines. Come on, you guys, and we'll set it up that they're coming through and catching the ball, curling around and catching with your left foot as your pivot foot. So Jess is coming across that way, and she has her left foot as a pivot foot. Now we're going to switch to the other side. It's a little bit different, but you got to work on catching the ball with your left foot as your pivot foot. And we have a lot of good shooters here, so they've worked on this, and want to make sure you stay with that left foot. That's our skill session for today, catching the ball with two hands, using your left foot as a right-handed shooter, as your pivot foot coming off strong.
Hi, I'm Scott Koval, head basketball coach at DeSales University. This is Rob Schubach, a junior on our team at DeSales. He was a graduate of Southern Lehigh High School. Today we're going to talk about the fundamentals of shooting. We start with our base. It's really important that you get a good base and that you're on balance. Your knees have to be bent. We emphasize all the time at the sales, catching the ball with your knees bent and your shoulders are over your knees. Rob's in an athletic position, which allows him to get some strength and some power into his jump shot. After that, we talk about your hands and how to put your hands on the ball. It's really important to put your shooting hand in the middle of the basketball. Most young people that I find that are inconsistent shooters take their shooting hand and move it to the side. That's a mistake you don't want to make. You want to put your shooting hand in the middle of the ball and your guide hand on the side of the ball. Next is you want to make sure that your elbow, as he lifts to shoot, his elbow is underneath the basketball. Again, a common mistake for young people is to get your elbow outside of the ball, which leads to inconsistent shooting. You want to make sure your elbow stays under the ball. And finally, when he releases the ball, he's going to lock his arm out all the way and follow through consistently. Okay? Again, a common mistake is to keep your elbow this way. You want to lock your elbow out and make sure you follow through high. You see his elbow is almost at eye level, which is very important for it to get a high release and get arc on the ball. We believe that if you keep your shot as simple as possible, you can repeat this over and over again. And if you repeat it over and over again, you become a consistent shooter. Hi, I'm Scott Koval, head basketball coach at DeSales University. I'm joined here by Rob Schubach, a junior on our team from Southern Lehigh High School. We're going to do some fundamental shooting drills to help you become a better shooter. We start with the one-handed shooting drill. We start very close to the basket. It's important to warm up close to the basket when you shoot. Rob takes the ball and turns the ball over, so now he's in proper position. This one-handed shooting drill helps you keep your elbow under the basketball and helps keep your shooting hand where it should be, in the middle of the ball, right behind the ball. His knees are bent, his shoulders are down, he's in an athletic position. Rob simply lifts the ball to the basket and follows through correctly. We'll do this shot from 3 feet, 5 feet, 7 feet, and keep moving back till you get to 15 feet. The second drill that we do is called form shooting. Rob gets into the same one-handed shooting drill, he turns it over, and now he takes his guide hand and brings it to the ball. So his non-shooting hand comes to the ball. This helps him form his shooting pocket. A common mistake for young kids is they take the ball to the guide hand, and this puts the ball in the wrong position. You want to make sure your guide hand comes to the ball, creating your shooting pocket, keeping your elbow under the ball. From here, everything else stays the same. He lifts to the basket, and he follows through, ball goes in the basket. Final drill we have is we call it shoot to the ceiling. You can do this drill at home, in your backyard, in your driveway. You don't even need a basket. Rob gets in a proper shooting position. Again, you see his knees are bent, his shoulders are down, his elbow is in, his shooting hand's behind the ball, and he shoots the ball straight to the ceiling. This drill will help you in the rhythm of your shooting. His knees come up, and his legs come up, and his arms come up. It's one fluid motion, and he works on his follow through. We hope that these 3 drills, the one-handed shooting drill, the form shooting, and shoot to the ceiling, help you become a better shooter.